Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Gashis Kaman TV, the Tourist Man Black Africa. One day, we shall look up on the sky and the sun will be no more. One day, the darkness will come when the sun warms the clouds and disappear to nowhere. One day, all of us will exit the stage. Nobody is an exceptional. Life is a journey, and this is not our home. We are just passing through. Kenya will come to terms with the reality when Raila Odinga will exit the stage. When he will exit the political stage, whether through natural attrition or through resignation or through old age, retirement, and it is a fact of life that as a dancer, a time comes when one exits the stage. But I know one thing, that the country will grieve. The country will look for Raila and will not find him. The country will call Raila and he will be nowhere to be seen. When that day comes, even those who have been criticizing Raila Odinga, like Rigathi Gachagua, Ededi Nyoro, and Kimani Ichung'wah, I believe they will call him. One thing I've learned about Raila Odinga, Raila Odinga doesn't have enemies. Raila Odinga is the son I'm talking about. And no leader can match Raila Odinga, truth be told. Wengi watajaribu kuliziba lile pego, lakini halitaweza kuzibwa. Pango kapo jino pana wasiwasi na vile vile pana pego. Na kile ambacho tunajua, maisha ni mshumaa usomkesha. Leo uko hai, kesho umeenda jogomeo, au wakati mwingine nguvu zimekuishia. Na hayo ni kawaida ya maisha, ni sheria ya maisha. And what I know is that we don't have Raila's replacement at the moment. Raila is one person who have played the part that he was supposed to play. Raila is one person who has shown what it means to be a nationalist. Raila Odinga ni mtu ambaye alijitolea maisha yake yote kupigania demokrasia. Ni mtu ambaye alijitolea maisha yake kuhakikisha kwamba nchi hii imesimama. Ni mtu ambaye when the judgment day comes, he will receive a favorable judgment when the maker will be judging him. Again, I know one thing. When the sun goes down, whatever way it is going to use, I know that the grass will dry. Democracy will be gone. People will go to detention without trial. Nowadays, will look like Christmas Day kwa sababu wengi watakuwa wakifurushwa, wakipelekwa mahakamani na kutiwa jela. How would life be today in Kenya if William Samoei Ruto did not have opposition? That is why I said that one thing about Raila hawezi akanyamaza akagojea jambo liende vibaya akiwa anatazama pale. That is why I don't agree with most of our viewers who are saying that Raila should have resigned or should have retreated and wait for Kenya Kwanza to make mistakes. That is not Raila I know. That is not the nature of Raila. Raila sio mtu wa kunyamaza wakati babo yanaenda mrama. Raila Odinga si mtu wa kunyamaza wakati wananchi wanateswa na serikali. Again, when the sun goes down, corruption will be the currency. Tunajua vizuri sana, ikiwa wakati kama huu bado ufisadi upo, I believe that those days, if there will be no replacement, because when I look at the kind of caliber of our politicians that we have, our politicians, nobody can come even closer to Raila Odinga. And that is why I'm telling you, the constitution will be defiled. These people will not respect the rule of law. These people, most of them, those who will be in leadership, I tell you that our constitution will have a difficult time to implement. Again, if what we are going to say, what we are witnessing is anything to go by, if Raila Odinga was not there, I can tell you, Kenyans would be taxed even before they are born. Na kuambia ukweli, wanaume mtatozwa kodi mpaka ya devu zenu. Mtalipia hizo devu zenu kodi. Heri kama vile unajua zangu huwa nanyoya. Kwa hivyo masharubu, devu, kila kitu hakuna ambacho kitabakishwa. And that is why I celebrate Raila Amolo Odinga for who he is. That is why I celebrate Raila Amolo Odinga for standing for democracy. There's no one great person in this country who have given his life like Raila Amolo Odinga. Not even those who fought for independence. Nobody, I've said, nobody can match him. Again, we know that dictatorship is something that he fought with his own blood, sweat, and even going to jail and even sacrificing his life. Na akawa amefugwa jela miaka 9 na mengi tunajua yale ambayo yalitokea. So, if we don't have somebody who can match Raila Amolo Odinga, if Raila Amolo Odinga does not mentor somebody like Babu Owino, whom I believe is equal to the task, if he's taught the lessons clearly by Raila Amolo Odinga, he can actually occupy the space of Raila Amolo Odinga. So if such a person will not arise, kama hatutakuwa na mtu kama huyo, I can tell you, dictatorship will be the order of the day. Ile siasa ambazo mtaona hapa, yale mambo ambayo tutaona hapa yatakuwa mambo tofauti kabisa na yale ambayo tunaona. That freedom you are enjoying, that freedom of expression that you're enjoying, the way those things that you have been posting in the social media, everything that you have been saying, I'm telling you, will be gagged if what we are seeing is anything to go by. And I can tell you, in this country, it's likely to be turned into a Dija one-party state, whereby all the other political parties, because when you look at what is happening in this country, unaona kwamba nikana kwamba tunapendelea chama kimoja, utawala chama kimoja, kwa sababu when you look at William Samoei Ruto, he is very busy killing the opposition, killing political parties, so that he can have an easy time, because he doesn't believe in opposition, he doesn't believe in a different opinion. Hata wakati ambapo unasikia akisema kwamba he want to have a strong opposition, and when he is challenged by Azimio, utaona kwamba atakuwa unaona wakati when he is challenged, tutapata mara nyingi akisema kwamba wanapiga domo, wanafanya siasa ambazo hazina manufaa. Again, what we know is that Raila Amolo Odinga will be missed. Let me tell you, if he exit the political stage today, if he say that he has retired from active politics, because I believe that time will come, whether you like it or not, I can tell you, life will be very, very difficult. If when he is there and he's shouting and he's telling the government to lower the cost of living, to manage, to make it at least manageable, if we are buying sugar today, 1 kg at about Kenya shilling 250, then you can imagine that time tutakuwa tukinunua kama dhahabu. If today 3 kg of sugar are more costly than 50 kg of cement, you can imagine the kind of life that would live without a strong opposition led by somebody like Raila Amolo Odinga. And you know, Kenyans are filled to appreciate Raila Amolo Odinga. Kenyans see it as if, you know, some of them castigate him, some of them ridicule him, even without considering his age, even without considering the many things that he has done for this country. I tell you, when he exits the stage, you miss this man. When he exits the stage, you remember him. When he exits the stage, you recall all what he has done for this country. When he exits the stage, I'm telling you, you call him, but you not answer. When he exits the stage, I tell you, the politics of this country would be very, very different. I tell you, wizi wa kura utakuwa ukifanywa kama wakati wa Moi. Unajua wakati wa Moi watu walikuwa wanapaga mlologo na watu walikuwa wanapaga you are queuing behind the candidates. You can imagine the kind of democracy that this country would witness. Again, one thing I know, that when the history of this country will be written, Raila Amolo Odinga Agwabo will occupy very many chapters, very beautiful chapters. Not like many people I know, like somebody like Gachagua, will only have maybe the footnotes. But Raila Amolo Odinga, I'm telling you, Kenyans or students of history will be turning beautiful pages one after the other. And I'm telling you, Raila, as we talk today, if you ask me, is a living legend. And I'm telling you that nobody can dare to do what Raila Amolo Odinga has done. Nobody can manage even to tell William Samoei Ruto no. If you look at Mount Kenya, the way they have been gagged by, and there are so many, but they have been gagged by William Samoei Ruto. They cannot be able to talk. But when you look at Raila Amolo Odinga is giving William Samoei Ruto sleepless nights. And when you look at what he's doing, he is providing alternative leadership. He is giving what I call positive criticism, not just for the sick. Ukiangalia utaona kwamba anapigania masa wa Kenya na huo ni ukweli wa mambo. But if he mentors somebody like Babu Owino, or if he decide to mentor me, I would take the role for sure. I would take it head on, and I will ask him to teach me more lessons. Again, I know one thing, that many people have never imagined politics in this country without Raila Amolo Odinga. But I tell you, it will one day happen. Kenyans will wake up one day and will be greeted by news of Raila's retirement. They'll be greeted of news of Raila saying that he's fed up with politics, or he's going to retire. And I don't know what you think. Because if you ask me, Raila does not have many years to be in active politics. If he will manage, it is only 5 years. From there, I think nature will call him for retirement. And he is blessed. That is one thing I know. When you look at people of his age, indeed, Raila's biological age does not correlate with chronological age. Biological age is how you look like. Chronological age is the numerical number of years, 1, 2, 3, 4. Indeed, if you look at Raila Amolo Odinga, you would imagine he is in his 60s, maybe mid-60s. But if you look at some people who are in 50s and they look like they are in 70s, that is what I mean by the difference between chronological age and biological age. One thing I know about Raila Amolo Odinga is an interesting person. Raila Amolo Odinga is heaven sent for this country. I don't know what you think when you look at Raila Amolo Odinga. But from where I sit, I can tell you, this is the son that this country will miss. May you have a blessed Sunday. Till next time, bye-bye.